Welcome back to Super Blast Processing. We've talked about game design that I'm very intrigued about. So, Steve and Jordan, you both kind of are in agreement there that this isn't, like, the art style isn't necessarily all that great. I mean, it's not your taste. I shouldn't say all that great. I love it. I love the art style. And you're saying, Jordan, that to the gameplay it doesn't lend itself because it's not accurate?
I like the art style, and especially the first game was, you can laugh, ahead of its time.
It was.
It really was.
Yeah.
I always felt the platforming aspect that, like, the graphic style lended itself, I think, I don't know, to any other genre. Yeah. Not any other, but, like, fighting games. Like Clay Fighter or something. Yeah. Like, this art style will look great as a fighting game, and does. Mm-hmm. But as a platformer, like, I think of, like, Symphony of the Night art style, like, platforming, or, like, Super Meat Boy. Mm-hmm. I don't know, like, the models throws me off because it gives an extra dimension that I don't expect while I'm, like, precise jumping off balloons.
Interesting. Okay.
That's just me. Okay. I've always kind of felt that way. Yeah, and it's interesting, Steve kind of said, you know, having the balls to say he doesn't like the art style means that makes me kind of want to stand up to Rob a little bit. So I'm a little,
to stand up
I'm a little afraid because I know how much this game means to you and our fans.
It's okay. And our fans. That's true. It's true. Our single fan.
I'm very careful.
No, it's okay. I respect everybody's opinions. I love hearing other people's opinions.
I hate people's opinions.
Oh, okay. So we don't want to. You don't want to mix words.
If it's not the same as mine, yeah. I just hate it.
You're like, hey, so like Rob, your top like RPG of all time is clearly like Final Fantasy.
Wait, could you gotten the Rhino there?
Yeah, there's a Rhino somewhere. I just missed him.
But you already know it doesn't help you get the secret room, so you don't need it.
I'm trying to get through as much as I can here now at this point. Just cause.
Just Cause, great game. Did you see the trailer for Part 3?
Just making a Part 3?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Why are they making a Part 3?
Why are they?
Yeah.
The second game was the most
one of the greatest platformers of all time.
It was like the most successful game of its generation.
Are you serious?
I don't know if we're fucking with
No, I'm being serious.
Okay, did you ever play Just Cause 2?
No.
You can't really hear it or see it, but I can really feel some disappointment on.
What am I supposed to say? Yes, and
No, I'm not saying. I'm just. He's disappointed.
The judgment
about that.
you made was so. Like, you were stunned that they're making another one, that you can't even fucking believe it. You've never even played my favorite game of 2008?
I thought Just Cause was not a good game. 2008.
No, it's actually, I think it was 2010 when Just Cause 2
You almost got a
came
second
out.
spit take, by the way.
2007 was, or 2008 was the first game. So you heard a game that has like a Metacritic of 99%?
Are you serious?
Was it a good game?
It was that good?
No, it wasn't 99%. It's still being played to this day. There's multiplayer mods that people have added in, which Avalanche Games have supported.
What game am I thinking of that's really bad that's not Just Cause 2? It's a different game. What was the one where those people robbed the bank?
Payday?
No.
Grand Theft Auto?
Kane and Lynch.
Kane and Lynch.
Kane and Lynch. That's a universally panned
Why am I
game.
thinking of that game? Oh, this guy.
I don't know.
This also really freaks your eyes
Kane and
out.
Lynch is actually a pretty fun game, but no, Just Cause is completely unrelated.
So what's Just Cause about? Can you explain it to me? Is there ancestry with monkeys in it?
Yes, it's Rico Rodriguez.
Okay, that's sexy.
And he's like basically the Latino James Bond. In two of the... So the first game was this giant open world game. Second game broke the record, and I believe I could be wrong.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I
hate that fact. That's the only.
Does he have to do that? Can he turn the other direction?
Just Cause 2 has the record for the biggest in-game map of any console game of all time.
Oh, that's right. I remember seeing like overlays of other games. It's absurd.
Yeah, and it's so detailed and beautiful, and that was in 2010.
Is it still though?
I believe Skyrim doesn't top it. The only games, I think 2 games have ever topped it. Morrowind is one of them for the PC.
Old school.
And that's because it's just a giant
map. An empty map, yeah.
It's a giant empty map that is like bigger than that. But
I hear that Zelda's going to top that at some point.
Top Morrowind?
when they have their big open empty map.
Yeah. It'll be open. It'll be empty. But anyways, yeah. So Just Cause 2, we should play it on the show. It is the definition of just blind fun.
Okay.
The game doesn't take itself seriously. It's over the top. It's wacky. It's like you basically play a stuntman.
Huh.
You can like jump on cars as they're moving. You can like rappel off helicopters.
I can't believe I've never heard of this.
You and I have talked about it so many times over the years. Yes.
Shit.
My newsletter, which I forwarded you one. You remember that time I was like, look, I'm going to forward you a couple issues of my newsletter?
No.
One of them I forwarded you was the Just Cause, like, earth-shattering, like...
Really?
I almost I almost gave up on life when this game came out. Here's why.
I'm very interested.
The second game...
And so is your sponsor.
The second game, Just Cause 2, gives you a checklist bigger than any other video game I have ever played in my life.
Really?
To this day has not been topped. Throughout 30 years of playing video games.
Have you done it?
I have gotten...
What the... Oh...
I have
Did
gotten...
you see that?
I have to check my latest stats. I have gotten, I believe, 64%.
Holy shit,
Which-
that means it's huge.
Which took, like, I don't know, 400 hours or something.
Are you serious?
300 or 400 hours to get. The game is so large, they don't expect you to ever get 100%, so the final achievement in the game, the multi-100-hour achievement is 75% completion.
Wait, what?
Because the game is that big.
Did they call it 75%?
If you get 75% completed, the game is basically like, you've done everything.
But what's the other 25%?
There's still more. Yeah, there's still more. Just no human being
Ever do it?
will ever do it. There's that much content.
What?
It is the biggest check. You don't understand.
I
The
can't...
second you blow up like an
I can't
oil
fathom
rig,
this.
it's like on the screen. It's like one of 374 oil rigs destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
You find like a collectible skull, and it's like one of 500 collectibles found. And you're like, oh wow, there's 500 collectibles. It's like no, that's just
the
the
collectible
skull
skulls.
collectible.
Oh.
Then you find the briefcase, and it's like one of 600 collectibles found. You're like, oh shit. Then you find like whatever the fuck the next one is. It's like one of like 250 collectibles found. You're like, oh my god.
So there's tons of collectibles.
Tons of collectibles, tons of missions, tons of objectives, hidden references,
I can't play this
Easter
game.
eggs.
Oh shit, no.
We can play it. We'll play it next week.
No, I can't play this game because I'm gonna beat the story, and you're gonna be like, "Hey, Rob, did you beat it?" And I'll say, "Yeah," and then you'll be like, "Oh, so you got 150 skulls, you got all the secret levels, you unlock the
This is why I
wife."
stopped beating games.
Luckily for you, this game doesn't even the game starts and it's like here's 5 like little brief story missions.
Okay.
You can play them at any point. You can
Oh.
play them at the beginning, the end. This is the end music of the first Donkey Kong. By the
Yes,
way.
I love that song. That's one of my
Yeah.
favorite songs of all time.
Yeah.
So, okay. By the way, I apologize for that last not episode. That last
I'm sure
level.
it captures really
Yeah, all
well.
that flashing. Oh my god.
That whole time I was just looking at my feet.
Were you?
Yeah.
I don't blame
I
you.
have really nice looking feet.
I like looking at your feet too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Why are we saving?
Because if we ever okay, I'll actually say it now, not the end of the episode.
Leave
but
college.
If anyone out there actually wants to see more of not just Donkey Kong Country 2, but any game that we play, Jordan is biting his whole fist. But if you like,
Where are you going with this?
like say for example, we play Payday. What is it? What's the game?
Just Cause.
Just Cause. Like, say we play Just Cause 2, and we play let's say we play 7 episodes, right? Worth of it. And it's like, okay, cool. But maybe people want to see more and hear more about Jordan and his whole Payday. What is it?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Is it called Just Cause? Okay.
What are you trying to say? Forget the game example. Let's
so,
use game A.
yeah.
Say we're playing
Yeah.
game A.
Yeah.
We have 7 episodes of game A.
Yeah.
Then what?
I'm breaking up SPP, by the way, by saying this. And if people want to see more, if they're like, hey, I'd love to see more, then we can go back and play more. Right? Right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right, would that be fun?
Yeah.
That's all I was saying.
I mean, it completely contradicts the statement you made earlier today and right before we recorded tonight. But yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
I said the general.
Steve's shaking his head with a big grin on his face.
I just mean in general, mainly
So
because
wait,
I want to
let-
play more Donkey Kong Country 2.
That's what this is about. I'm like, where is it? Where is this?
There it is.
Where
There it is.
Where's
Who is it that
If you
recommended
wanted-
this game?
Peck to Death 84?
Okay, so Peck to Death's gonna comment and be like, I love Donkey Kong!
I
And then
answered the bag
Then
of
there we go.
money.
Donkey Kong 3, Donkey Kong 1, Donkey Kong Tropical Jism. What the fuck's the game called? Donkey Kong Arcade, Atari version, NES version, Sega
Yeah.
Oh,
version.
complete Donkey Kong.
All the
Donkey Kong
versions.
Jr.?
Fuck. So I get it. This was all. Steve was right. Like
It was all a ruse.
the gem was somewhere. We just had to dig a little bit for
Oh, you
it.
found it. It was never hidden.
And I love it. It's masked with my favorite game of 2010. Say we're playing,
No!
Just
Damn
Cause
it!
2 until we're gonna play all the Just Cause 2 we want. Rob, I don't say this often enough.
But I'm a piece of...
That actually got a laugh out of
If you're playing
laugh.
the Super Blast Processing at-home drinking game, where you take a shot every time Jordan calls Rob a piece of shit, you're probably being rushed to the hospital
This
right
also-
now. I'm really sorry. But not like really sorry, just sorry.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
Can I just conclude with?
You see the reference.
Can I just conclude?
Who sees the reference?
Could you just
there's a
conclude with?
reference?
The Killer Instinct reference. The
Killer
fact that the
Instinct,
frog that's
the
not used
Super
in the first
Nintendo
game.
controller.
The Killer Instinct
Yeah, the
arcade
frog,
machine,
right?
the Super Nintendo controller.
The arcade.
The I think it's like an NES joypad or something over there. I don't know what that is. Maybe a Famicom style games.
You get Cranky Kong
the
a
head from the first
fucking
game.
walker instead of two canes?
Yes. I'd also like to say that I had a great time, guys, and I loved every single one of my family members here, Jordan and Steve, both
Well,
brothers.
no, Jordan Kong.
Jordan
Steve Kong.
Steve Kong,
Rob Kong.
and Rob Kong.
Yeah.
Guys, next time on Super Blast Processing, we play a little bit of Payday 2.
Yeah! Steam sale,
My
$6.99.
favorite candy bar.